Hey guys, Kev here, and I wanted to talk briefly again about the High Grain Designs Deville. And this is going to be a pre-order dropping on May the 18th. And right now it's April, and I'm able to check out these prototypes, and I'm really stoked about it. I wanted to make a sort of overview on them, just so I could post something in May about it as well, leading up to the pre-order, to kind of give you guys my take if you're thinking about picking one up as we come up on that date. And short story is, I plan on picking one of these up, at least at the current moment. That is my plan. Let me tighten this up. I feel like it's shaking a little bit. Yeah, my current plan is to pick one of these up. As I understand it, I don't have the exact numbers, but it should be starting around $299, and then these nicer versions will be around $350. So that's nice. And they're coming in titanium with M390 blade steel, and you have inlays of different fat carbons, marbled carbon. I think there's a cross-cut carbon fiber, or cross-cut fat carbon like Vero uses. And then you have belt satin. I think there's one that's stone-washed. I'm not sure if there's any other options. I apologize, I don't have every detail right in front of me, but I am linking the website right down below in the description. You can follow that link. It will take you to High Grain Designs website, to the Deville page, and it will give you everything you need. I think they planned on having some different payment options they were talking about, so that would be cool if that does happen. So check that out and double check everything. But yeah, the knife itself is just really, really good. I'm really happy with it. The more I've played with it, the more time I've spent with it, the more I've actually fallen in love with it. I just think it's so freaking up my alley. It's not even funny. It's almost like the knife was made for me. You have a sheep's foot blade. You have a bolster lock design, so it works extremely well left-handed. You have an amazing reverse flick hole. You can also flick it from basically anywhere on the fuller as well. So I've never tried that left-handed, actually. So you can flick it, all the way down here if you want. And it honestly still feels like you have a nice, crisp detent down there. It doesn't feel super soft. Like a lot of fullers, the farther you go down, the worse the detent feels. And yeah, it's not exactly the same as all the way up here, but it still feels crisp and snappy. It also has one of the better thumb flick holes that I've tried. Thumb flicking is usually one of the harder options for me. Today I'm carrying my Divo stout, and I can do it pretty well on the stout as well. If you get a hole that lines up nicely for your thumb and catches your thumb, that's the important part. It has to catch your thumb, be a little bit sharp in this area here, and then it can work really, really well. And this one has a fantastic one. And I can do that left-handed or right-handed, and same with the reverse flick. Then you have this beautiful front flipper. I was thinking if I did offer some feedback in terms of changes, and I'll make sure I let them know this well in advance of me posting this video. But I do think this flipper tab maybe could come up just a little bit and give you a little bit more leverage. It works really well, and I think it also depends on the detent, but I wouldn't want the detent to be any softer, so I would prefer the tab maybe come up a little more. Do I think it's necessary? No, I think it works in pretty much every aspect you want to use it. Haven't really tried or reach around with it. Not really the style of knife for that, because it's a wider knife, so normally that's not the kind of knife you're going to reach around. So the front flip and the rollback are I suck at this, lefty with no clip, yeah, are the ones you're gonna go for. This one has a little bit stronger detent, so let's see if I can get it on this one. Yeah, it's a little bit harder, so I don't know. I think a little bit higher pointier tab might work for that. But I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not going to be front flipping this very often. I'm going to be reverse flipping this all day because it's an absolute pleasure to reverse flick. It has a beautiful blade on it. This belt satin is really well done. It's a nice, deep, hollow grind. Bestech did a wonderful job. I love the way this blade just tapers down and then gets thicker and then comes back down here, down at the tip. And you get a nice and slicey blade. Honestly, this thing can handle way more than I'm going to throw at it. And it's definitely going to handle the Amazon boxes that I'm going to open with it. And I'm really excited for that. I love the pivot collars. I love the overall build quality. Bestech is absolutely killing it right now, guys. I'd say at this point, when you put them to task to something like this, you're getting Riot quality on these knives. Internally mounted clip is very nice. Good retention. Nice design on that clip as well. And I like both versions here. One thing that I've showed in the other videos that I think is really cool is the way the blade comes down here and then you can just see it kind of disappear right here, which is really, really cool. On the black one, you can't even see the tip, which is wild looking. On this one, you can kind of see down there and see a shadow and you can see the tip. But looking at this one, it's almost like the blade gets cut off right here. But then out comes this crazy sheep's foot blade. Just really nice, man. The ergos for me are fantastic in this choked up grip. That's the way I'm gonna always hold it, just like this, and I love it. I'd love a little jimping right here, but yeah, it's not necessary. I can also hold it back here and that works just fine for me as well. Just all around, this one strikes a chord for me pretty much across the board. It's you know, you guys have seen my videos owning and, you know, taking apart and messing with like 15 Jaegers over the years. You know about my favorite knife, my custom Sparrow Strix. You know about my own design, the Divo Stout with Colin. And you obviously have seen my videos on the CKF Evos. And this falls right in line with those, you know? And that's what I love about it. It's a unique design, but it hits everything that I love. So this is the High Grain Designs Deville, and the pre-order is dropping on May 18th. Let me know down in the comments if you're going to be picking one of these up. This is going to be one of the first pre-orders that I jump on in a long time. I mean, in the last year, I think I pre-ordered the Arcane Brian Brown Volt because I was really excited about that. I handled a prototype at Blade Show like over a year ago. And then I got in on a Kickstarter for the Crispy Donut Community Outbreak. And that's it. And then I'm going to get this. It turns out all three of those knives are Bestech made OEMs. So they got something going there. Anyway, check it out. Shout out to Justin. Thank you for letting me check these out, man. I really appreciate that. Go check out their website. Check out the Deville page. And I really hope this goes well for them because I really want one. So I love you guys. Leave me any comments or questions or anything. And I'm sure the guys from High Grain Designs will be monitoring that and they can answer any questions you guys have. I love you. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you later.